What have I learned over the years? Today is Wednesday, May 30th, 2024. "15 years ago, I was 21 years old. Damn, I think back to that time in my life and how truly naive I was. I've learned a lot since then, and honestly, I wish someone had told me these things when I was in my early 20s. So here's 15 lessons I wish I learned 15 years ago. Before you rush off and take a bunch of immaturity and bad habits into a long-term relationship, and maybe even have kids, spend some time in your 20s and learn about yourself. Learn about who you are. At this point in your life, you've probably barely moved out of the house, and that means you've got a lot of mistakes to make and a lot of life to learn. Working nonstop makes you depressed. Take some time to hang out with your family and friends. Take some freaking days off. And why even work 100+ hours a week to have nice things when your life is spent in an office chair? I truly wish I had learned the overall nutrients my body needed every day. I didn't start paying attention to any of this until I was in my 30s, and I had actually gained a bunch of weight because of this ignorance. This information is truly invaluable in helping any person lose or gain weight, or simply maintain a healthy weight. Look, screens are fun and they can definitely be very entertaining, but they're also highly addictive and they can have some pretty damaging mental health effects. So you want to learn to embrace the analog aspects of life as well. Get outside and go explore nature. Go read a book. Have some kind of human interaction. All of these things can be very rewarding. Also, not looking down at your phone for hours on end every day will really help save your posture later on in life. 99 people can say something nice about you, but you'll still somehow focus on the one person who says something negative. And sometimes there's truth in it, and if so, learn from it. But most of the time, that negative comment is just a person's own projection of insecurities and pain. So don't ruminate on it. Remember, your thoughts create the reality in which you live. When it comes to things like alcohol, you must learn to highly moderate these things. If you consistently have too much of this and too often, it just becomes the norm. The novelty wears thin and you'll just be left nursing a very destructive habit. I heard this quote a while back from this chef. His name is Art Smith, and he said, "Instead of focusing on winning or being the best, focus on simply being memorable." And this has stuck with me because I've spent way too much time trying to win and trying to be the best, when I think leaving a lasting impression actually goes much further. You might think you have so much time to do so many things, but please don't assume this. I promise you, time goes much faster than you think. Take advantage of opportunities while you can, and learn to be productive with the time that you have. Life without music freaking sucks. Embrace music as a means to open your mind and get creatively inspired. And above all else, never stop listening to and finding new music. You have a much stronger tendency to make bad choices when you're left to your own devices. So find someone or something that can keep you accountable. I used to just spend money like I had it all. I ended up getting in like $10,000 worth of credit card debt, and it took me a few years to pay it off. If I would have learned to create a simple budget based on the money I was making after taxes, putting aside money for savings, and spending only the money I had would have alleviated so much financial stress from my early 20s. Damn, it pays to be consistent with strength training and cardio. Push through those first few weeks, especially when that motivation wears off, and stay consistent with it over months and years. I promise you, these habits are something you have to take with you into your 30s and beyond. Redefine what failure means to you. Make it fun. Embrace it. Failing more often gives you the opportunity to learn and grow and literally get better at anything. Don't take yourself so freaking seriously. There's humor in just about everything, and this is humanity's greatest tool in dealing with the question of why we're all here in the first place and the fact that we're all gonna die someday. The most important lesson is being able to listen to advice and then doing something about it. I'm quite sure when I was in my 20s, I got some really good advice, but I just never did anything with it. To actually incorporate this advice into your life, it requires incredible self-awareness, as well as just an honest assessment of where you're at in life and a willingness to simply make changes to your daily habits. Wow, filming all those shots was a lot of work. But hey, if you watched this video all the way through, I really appreciate it. By the way, my name is Bryan and I'm a creative filmmaker based here in Arizona. And if you really did get something out of this video, if you got some kind of inspiration, that would be amazing if you crushed that like button and maybe, just maybe, you subscribe to the channel. Also, I'm going to be posting a bunch of behind the scenes stuff on how I got a lot of these shots for this film over on my Instagram. So I've linked my Instagram right below in the description. Head on over to IG and come say hi to me. And lastly, the song that I used for this video is one that I wrote, produced, mixed and mastered myself, and I'm super happy with how it came out, and I just might be putting it on an ambient instrumental EP that I'm hoping to release later this year, so stay tuned for that. I really do appreciate the ongoing support. It truly means the world, and I'll see you on the next one.